अबे यार पैसे खत्म हो गए। हेलो डैड, वो कुछ पैसे चाहिए थे।
पैसे खत्म हो गए? कुछ दिनों पहले ही तो भेजे थे। बेटा, अपने एक्सपेंसेस का रिकॉर्ड रखना शुरू कर दे।
ओके डैड। स्पेंड नाउ पे लेटर। ओह, फिक्स योर फाइनेंस।
Welcome to another episode of Fix Your Finance, guys. Today, I've got 21-year-old Vikaas from South Bangalore.
Hey, my name is Vikaas Chabria. I am currently a third year student at Christ Academy. I'm doing my BBA. Apart from college, I work at two different places. I work at a restaurant in Bangalore. This is a fine dining restaurant called Grasshopper, where I work as a food service specialist. I work at the restaurant only in the evenings. Apart from working at the restaurant, I work at an early age startup in Bangalore called Hule. I love tracking the markets. I have a subject in college which helped me learn about the stock market. So I'm really interested at tracking the stock markets and also learning about the financial world. So I'm really happy that Anshuman is at my place to help me with my finances because I'm quite young at this point of time and it's really difficult for me to manage my finances.
So, Vikaas, you are currently doing a BBA. You are working in a restaurant and you are also working in a party startup. इतना सारा क्यों कर रहा है?
I'm doing this much because I get to meet a lot of people at the restaurant I'm working at. You get the cream of Bangalore at the restaurants. So the kind of people who come here bring up new opportunities, open new doors. And I work at a startup because that is as good as doing an MBA from a tier 1 college.
Are you able to manage your college after doing these two jobs?
Yes, so college I have bare minimum attendance, which is 75% attendance, which is required.
That's bare minimum.
That is bare minimum for
Wow,
me.
wow, that's a strict college.
Yeah, so
Nice. So currently, how much are you earning from your restaurant job?
So a restaurant depends from 12,000 to 15,000 a month, and the startup, since I mentioned it's bootstrap, I take a bare minimum stipend of 12,000 rupees.
Okay, so around 25,000 rupees
25,000.
you are making as of now.
Yes.
So this is very interesting because currently you haven't even graduated. You are staying with your parents, okay, and you are making 25,000. So I'm sure that a lot of people who are watching this video are students and they're finding out ways to make money. So how do you apply for these jobs and these restaurant shifts?
Cold emailing is the only way. So I sent an email.
So now let's talk about your expenses. So you are staying with your parents. So I'm guessing you don't have to pay them rent.
Yes.
Are you also paying the housing EMI or anything or nothing? You don't have any living expenditure?
Nothing.
No rent? No.
Nothing.
Okay. For all the urban kids watching this can be one of your biggest superpower. If you can stay with your parents for free and if you can make even 10-15,000 a month, then you will get a very big head start. Like I'll give my example. During my lockdown for 1.5 years, I was making money and at the same time I didn't have any expenses because I was staying with my parents. Because of that, I saved up so much that one fine day when my business needed me to shift to Bangalore, I didn't even have to think twice. So if you have that privilege of staying with your parents, then please do initially because आपको उससे बहुत बड़ा head start मिल जाएगा. What about food? Do you pay for grocery?
I don't pay for grocery.
Okay. So what are your expenses?
I've taken up a cult fit EMI. So I pay 2,000 rupees a month for 9 months. So that is currently running. I have mostly all the OTT platforms, YouTube Premium. So I pay for that.
So you have Netflix, Hotstar, Voot, Sony Live,
Literally everything you can think.
Balaji.
Too young for Balaji.
So how much are you spending each month on
So,
OTT?
I think 1,500 rupees a month. I'm a foodie. I like exploring restaurants in Bangalore. I don't mind how costly it is. At least if I can go to that restaurant at least once, I go there. I make sure that every 3 months I visit a 5-star. So my monthly outing budget is 5,000-6,000. So I pay for my own internet because I like my internet to be a little more faster. So I have 150 Mbps, so I pay around about 1,000 rupees a month. So I take up a lot of courses. I like to upskill myself. So I've kept a budget of 2,000 rupees a month.
Also, I see this fancy laptop.
Yes.
So did your parents gift it to you or did you buy it yourself?
I bought the laptop on my own. This costed me 90,000 rupees.
Okay, so what was the installment?
11,833 to be precise.
Okay, so when did this EMI end?
Last month.
Last month. So prior to last month, for those 6 months, you probably didn't have a lot of room, right? Because 50% of your money was going into the laptop. So during that time, Did you have to cut out on anything, any expense?
So not on my wants. I didn't really think back well that time. I didn't cut on my wants, but I cut on my investments, so, which is a big mistake I did.
And what about dates? Do you go out on dates?
Can we cut this?
Okay. What about shopping? Your friend told me that you got a new T-shirt for the shoot.
Yeah. So for this T-shirt, I kept a budget already.
So these were your expenses. Now, what are your regular investments? Do you invest in mutual funds?
Yes, I do. I
how-
have a 4,000 rupee SIP every single month.
Okay, so in one fund or
No, in three different
multiple
funds. Two are Indian and one is a fund which invests in the foreign market.
So that's 4,000 rupees every month. Apart from that, do you have any recurring investment?
I have a RD worth 2,000 rupees. I follow the Web3 space a lot, so I try to do bits and pieces of crypto. I've invested,
When was the last time you invested in crypto?
I think 2 months back.
So that's before the Luna crash.
Yeah, I think right before the Luna crash is when I stopped.
Okay, so that was in May.
Yeah.
So that was 3 months back.
3 months back.
Okay,
yes.
so you don't regularly invest
I
in crypto.
invest when I used to invest. I invest only in 3 coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, and one is Tukka coin. Tukka lag gaya to lag gaya. Yeah.
So why did you stop?
I think I got a little
Scared?
after the Luna crash, because Luna was a coin which was doing really well, and I thought that could happen to any other coin. So why
Okay.
would I-
So 6,000 is a recurring investment.
Yes.
Crypto is basically season to season. And apart from that, do you invest in
I
anything?
do direct stocks.
Are you looking at the price before investing, or do you just?
When I started off with my recommendations given with my friends. So a lot of people in and around my surroundings invest. So they tell me a suggestion and I go ahead and buy it. I don't look at any of the fundamentals of the company. I don't look at what do they say, the
Price, technical analysis,
fundamental.
pricing,
I don't do
nothing.
that. इसने बोला अच्छा है and I invested. So that's how I started off my investment journey. But now I am going to apps like Ticker Tape and just doing a little bit of my own research before I invest.
So this is our own checklist. First things first, you are spending less than what you earn. So that's in itself is a very big green flag, because most of the things are sorted if your expenses are in control. Second, do you have a health insurance?
I don't have a personal health insurance, but me, my mom and my dad have a family insurance which covers 5 lakh rupees.
For all the three of you? Okay, got it. I would personally suggest you to increase the limit, because your parents are older. So if they ever get hospitalized, in the worst case scenario, then the cost might increase. So 5 lakhs might be a lower for a 3-member family. So consider increasing it. Do you have a term insurance?
I don't. I had it in mind. I will do it soon. I think in a few more years maybe.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The only thing is, the sooner you start, the lower will be the premium amount. That's it. But yeah, you're too young. You haven't even passed out from college, so it's fine. Do you have any loans?
I don't. I had an EMI which got over, but nothing for now.
Do you track your expenses?
I don't track any bit of my expenses. All my money comes in and goes away without even.
So how does it function? So you basically know that you are earning 24,000. Usme se 6,000 will go in your RD and MFSIP. Apart from that, you have absolutely no idea how the 18,000 rupees goes.
So the 4,000 buffer I had for all-weather investing and direct stocks, that is, kabhi hota hai, kabhi nahi hota hai.
One thing that you can do is you can automate this thing. Reason being, like, let's say by the 5th of each month you get 24,000, the entire amount. You would think that like all my expenses will be taken care of in just 15,000, within 15,000. Then what you can do is, by the 5th of your month, okay, the entire 9,000 rupees, 6,000 to direct chala gaya, jo baki 3,000 rupees, you put it in another bank account, so that's out of your sight, out of your mind, and that becomes like your extra savings kitty. Do you have savings?
I do have savings.
Have you filled your taxes?
Not yet, so I don't really require to do it at this point of time, because not getting a very formal kind of stipend.
Also, it's lesser than 5 lakhs, so you need not file your taxes. But if you're planning to take loans or anything in the future, then please file your ITR. Now it's time for our own rapid fire round. We call it Fatafat Finance. Okay? What would you prefer? 5 lakhs a month for the next 10 years or 5 crores today?
I think I'll choose the second option, 5 crores today.
Moving on to the next question. By the way, guys, I want all of you to answer these questions in the comment section. 100% chance of getting 1 crore or a 50% chance of winning 10 crores, what would you prefer?
I think second chance, because then the probability of earning more is a lot.
If you had an unlimited budget, what would you spend the most on? Travel, food, shopping, new hobbies.
I think new hobbies will be my answer.
What would be the first thing you would learn?
I would learn how to do the latte art. I love coffee, so
So वो cup के ऊपर heart बनाना. Okay, makes sense. What's the most expensive thing that you purchased last?
I think my laptop, which was around about 90,000 rupees. So that's my last
What's your guilty pleasure?
espresso at 12 a.m.
And you don't care about what you are paying for that cup, right?
No.
All right, man. That was the last question. You did really well.
Thank you so much.
Do you have any questions for
Yes,
me?
I do have a lot of questions, but I will ask you the main ones. The first one is, how do I control these expenses which come out of my control? For example, I see an ad on Instagram, for example, a coffee frother, something which I really like, costs me 500-600, but I don't even think for a second. I go ahead, if I have money in my bank account, I'll buy it.
So these impulse purchases, I love impulse purchases, okay. But one thing which I've realized is, the more impulsively you buy it, the higher are the chances that you might not actually like it or enjoy it also, okay. So one thing that you can do is, you see a coffee frother on Instagram and you're like, oh, I need it right now. Let me just save it. I'll come back after 2 days. If the urge to buy the frother is still the same, then I'll go ahead and buy it, because you can afford it.
Yeah.
You have to identify if this urge is actually real or is just impulsive. So wait for 2 days and go back to that item again.
Another very important question I have is, since I don't really have responsibilities at this point of time, and the money what I'm earning, as you said, is all extra. So where should my money go towards for the next 2-3 years? I would say it should go more towards in experiences. Should I spend it more on traveling, or should I put it towards the stock markets?
You can do both actually, because out of 24,000 you are only investing 6,000. Okay? So 18,000 abhi bhi hai, out of which your fixed expenses might not be even 10,000. So if you're planning to go to a trip next month and if you need 10,000 rupees, you can plan it in advance. Like 5,000 abhi side mein rakhte, and next month also I'll keep 5,000 aside, and you can do that. So I would suggest, see, do not just invest. Reason being, 6 years, 7 years later, okay, when you start making way higher than what you are doing right now, you would realize that the amount that you saved up in 6 months during this phase of your life, you would be able to do it in a month itself. And then you'll be like, I should have gone there, because the amount which I saved back then by not going with my friends, by not taking up that course, today I can save it in less than a month. So you will regret it.
Since it's not been a very long time since I've started investing, it's just been over a year. So I have this anxiety of checking the market again and again with no intention of checking kyun upar gaya, kyun niche gaya, just seeing the numbers. Ki, acha, this is my savings and it's gone this higher or this lower. So how do I stop looking at the markets again and again? It's just sheer anxiety and...
Firstly, it's not your fault. The markets are designed in a way that they will make you feel that something's happening. Every day, let's say, because every day whenever you see a stock's price, it's either in green or in red. Okay? So that's why you feel that something is happening. But if you are investing your 5,000 rupees every month for a 10-year goal or a 5-year goal, then that green or red in a single day will never make a difference in your life. But wo anxiety hoga hi hoga. If this is not trading and this is investing, which means that you are investing for a longer period, then you need not have that app on your phone, man. It's fine, because nothing's going to change. Even if you look at your portfolio once a week or once a fortnight, nothing's going to change for you.
I think one question is about credit card I've just got. So it has a 20,000 rupee budget in it.
Please don't do it. Like, see, I think all these buy now, pay later cards, right? They are specifically targeting college students and everyone so that they get into a habit of spending more than what they earn. You currently are earning a lot of money for your needs. So you do not necessarily need a credit card. And people who are not earning, college students who are not earning, you also, please don't get a credit card. A credit card is a tool which is only for the financially sound people. वो 50,000 60,000 का लिमिट है, so we feel that you are capable of spending that 50-60,000. But the reality is, if you are earning 50,000, a credit card company will give you a limit way more than what you want, so that you break down your spending and pay them an interest.
So these are the questions I wanted to ask Anshuman about, and I've got clarity on a few things.
I hope this helped, man.
Definitely, most definitely, it did help.
So if you're in Bangalore and if you want us to visit your house and discuss your personal finance, then please fill the form. Also, if you're from other cities, do you also please fill the form, because in the coming months we are planning city tours. Okay, so आज के लिए इतना ही guys. If you found this video helpful, then please hit the like button, and Vikaas, if they haven't subscribed to the channel, then what should they do?
Subscribe now.
Right now, and also press the bell notifications, because every week one new episode of Fix Your Finance will be out. This is Anshuman. Thanks Vikaas for doing this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.